Morning, sir. Myself, Madan Mohan Reddy from Computer Science and Engineering. Today, I want to explain about the topic industrial effluents and river pollutions in India. That means what the river, how the river is polluted in India, and why it is polluted. Introduction to industrial effluents and river pollutions in India. Industrial effluents are waste wastewater discharged from factories and industrial process into rivers and water bodies. These effluents often contain harmful chemicals, heavy metals, and organic compounds. That means the industries like textile industries and other industries contaminating the water bodies by mixing the harmful chemicals and waste into the rivers. River pollutions from industrial effluents poses serious environmental and health challenges in India. It causes harmful cancers and other health issues by polluting these rivers. Major source of industrial effluents in India, that is key source including textiles, leathers, pharmaceuticals, and chemical manufacturing industries. The textiles and the leather and pharmaceuticals are the main factories that are industries that contaminated the river by polluting the water with waste material. Urbanization and expanding industrials have increased the volume and complexity of effluents. By by the urbanization and expanding of industries also contaminating the rivers. Lack of effective waste treatment facilities and the pollution levels in India in rivers. By effective waste treatment, there is no effective waste treatment facilities in India. That way also the water is polluted and the rivers are polluted. Impact of industrial effluents on water quality. Effluents decreases the oxygen levels in water adversely and affecting aquatic life. Toxic chemicals are accumulate in the food chain, endangering human health. Polluted water becomes unsuitable for drinking, agriculture, and sanitization process. The effluents that are mixed into the rivers that decreases the oxygen levels in the water that causes the aquatic severe damage. That means the fishes and other sea animals also die. The toxic chemicals is nothing but the chemicals that are come from the industries, that is like textile industry, pharmaceutical industries. It affecting the food chain and human health also. Polluted water, by the mixing of these improper material or mixture of the waste that contaminated the drinking water, and it also contaminated the agriculture and sanitization process. Major polluted rivers in India: the Ganges, Yamuna, and Brahmaputra are among the most affected due to high industrial discharge. The Ganga and Yamuna are the main rivers that are causes the major polluted by these industries, because the most of the industries are surrounded near the rivers. The companies use the water mostly for their uh, industrial process. That why the Yamuna, Ganga, and Brahmaputra are mostly affected. These rivers serve a virtual water source for millions, amplifying the impact of pollution. Pollution levels often exceeds mm, permissible limits by the environment authorities. In India, some authorities also formed to control these environment, but that also causes the severe damage due to they are not following the rules. Environmental and health hazards. Contaminated water causes waterborne diseases like cholera and dysentery. By drinking these contaminated water or using this contaminated water to the agriculture, like causes severe health diseases like cholera, and long-term exposure to industrial toxins can lead to chronic health issues such as cancer. By by the pollution of the air also, it contaminated the health of the humans. It causes lung cancers and other cancers. Ecosystem suffers the loss of biodiversity and habitation degradation due to the pollution. Ecosystem means the what within our surroundings that also affected. The animals and all the living beings are affected due to these improper environmental activities. That means contaminating the rivers and others other water. Government policies and regulations. This means what are the government um, put there some of the policies and the regulations to control these environmental activities, improper environmental activities. The water, what the Water Act, it is all to preserving the control of the pollution. It is started in 1974, aims to regulate the water pollution. It means to control the water pollution. The Central Pollution Control Board, that is shortened known as CPCB, it is a Central Pollution Control Board, monitors the enforcement of pollution standards. Despite regulation, enforcement challenges and industrial non-compliance persist. The CPCB controls most of these pollution standards. It maintains created the pollution standards to control the water pollution. Case studies of polluted rivers in India. The Ganges rivers faces the severe pollution from textiles, tannery, and sewage discharge. The Yamuna River pollution is driven by the industrial waste and untreated sewages. The Ganges rivers recently we also noticed that in the news also these are mostly affected by the textiles and tannery. The and sewage discharges. The Yamuna River's pollutions driven by industrial waste and untreated sewages. Efforts like the Ganga action plans aims to reduce the pollution but faces the implementation issues. There are some causes due by they also Water Act also not properly maintained in this case. Initiatives for pollution control and river restoration. The National River Conservation Plan fund project to clean and conserve rivers. Efforts including setting up effluent treatment plants and promoting cleaner production methods. Community participations and awareness campaigns are virtual for sustainable rivers. The National Rivers Conservation Plans funds, and this means it provide a fund to clean the rivers and other plans to clean and conserve the rivers. Efforts including setting up effluent treatments and plants and promoting cleaner production methods. Challenges and future directions. Rapid industrial growth contains to threaten river ecosystem enforcements, gaps and inadequate wastewater treatment infrastructure and remains hurdles. Future strategies should focus on strict regulation, technology innovation, sustainable practices. For the future also they maintain strict regulations and technologies to reduce these pollutions and river pollutions and that contaminating the rivers by the industrial waste. Conclusion and a way forward. Addressing industrial effluents is crucial for safeguarding industrial rivers and public health. Not integrated approaches combining policies, technologies, and community actions are essential. Sustainable industrial development and pollution control must go hand in hand for cleaner future. That's all about my topic. Thank you.